It's a perennial hotspot for prostitution. Bissonnet Road on the city's southwest side, known as the Track. So well known,
we're closing this operation down.
that city and county officials announced this crackdown back in August.
We want to take back this part of town. We want to change the reputation.
But on the very same day as this crime-fighting initiative, we spotted this, a Houston Public Works truck stopping to talk with this woman in the prostitution zone.
It's bothersome. It's embarrassing.
And it's not tolerated, says Eric Dargan with Houston Public Works. After we shared our video, the city launched an immediate investigation.
We also went back and pulled a couple other days just to make sure that this wasn't a one-time incident.
It wasn't just one time. This GPS tracker data from the city truck shows the same employees were slowly driving around the same prostitution hotspot the day before. And the day after, they were in another part of town known for prostitution activity, all while falsifying their whereabouts on official city documents.
Their work orders show them on one part of town and GPS show them in another part of town. Therefore, they were not giving the city of Houston an honest day's work for an honest day's pay.
The two employees are no longer getting paid. Public Works fired one of them and is finalizing the other's termination.
We want the public to know and trust that we are doing what they're paying us to do.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. Ever since they cut the EBT, HIV, AIDs, and BET been on the rise. They did the No Limit versus Cash Money tour just to let y'all know that black culture ain't worth a damn no more. Now these young ladies out here selling their heavenly bodies just to put food on the table, and a lot of brothers losing their jobs for dealing with these prostitutes. I don't care what type of work you do. If you a man with a job, you need to look over your shoulder. They out here living like Olivia, lost and turned out. And on top of that, HIV is on the rise, y'all.
Straight into it. I caught a STD. Yes. And I'm still pretty mad about it, whatever. But it is what it is at this point, because now it's like, I just honestly feel like I cannot trust a soul. And I thought I can trust this person, y'all, but obviously I can't. This is why I do not care to mess with anybody, any man. I feel like they just all dogs at this point. They nasty, and I feel like you don't care about my health, your health. You know, it's just, I can't, like, but it's okay. I took my medicine. It's gone. But that's not the point. I don't care if it's curable. It's like you cheated. And then it's like when I confronted him, he was basically just like, wow, that's crazy. And he was just basically saying, dang, so you got that from the toilet? What? And then he was like, dang, you must have got that from the beach. He's saying every little thing where I possibly got it from other than he was the one cheating. That's what I think that's what's really just pissing me off. Like, he can't complain that he will, but it's like, I can only be mad at myself, y'all, to be honest, because when I met this dude, he was cheating. He was supposedly in a relationship. I don't know, but whatever. He was cheating. He cheated on me a lot of times. So it's like, it's really my fault. So that's what I get. But this just put the icing on the cake that I am officially done with him forever. He will never enter me ever again. I don't care. Don't talk to me, honestly. I'm done. Because you up here really just... And then he kept saying junk like, what am I cheat for? You know, it's A's out here. Boy, just shut up. Like, he literally acting his age. But I ain't got time for him to get his together, because he will never... I finally realized he will never get it together, because if he wanted to have a family, have a good relationship, all these things you talked about, getting married and this and that, you would have been did it. But yeah, I'm all good now. I'm still mad about it. I ain't gonna lie. I took my medicine. I'm all cured. But I just really don't care to be dating nobody, because how dare you give me STD and you just talking about, oh, you got that in the toilet, oh, you got it from here. Why can't you just be a man and admit you cheated, you slipped up, you messing with these nasty females out here, and then boom, gave it to me. And he really kept saying, oh, you must have been doing something. If anybody know me, I don't do that. My cat does not bounce to do. I don't do that. The thing y'all that I left out, he just really just kept proceeding to just like, kept saying, oh, because I got tested last month, so I ain't got. He kept saying he got tested last month, he ain't got nothing or whatever. I'm like, okay, you need to get tested this month, sir. What are you talking about last month? You know, like, and then I was like, we'll show you paperwork. He was like, oh, I will. You know, I still have not yet got any paperwork from him.
Receipts on how I got chlamydia from a man who claims that
He just doesn't have it. Not too much on my hair. It's been a long weekend. So I don't have a screenshot of the first thing he said, but basically he said that I was lying, that I was playing with him. And this is what he says. Second thing he says, keep in mind, he says that this is a physical paper. I feel like the part that threw me was, why would you get tested last week? Now, for reference, this is April 17th. So last week would have been the week of April the 6th, which conveniently happened to be the same week that I got tested. So if I have my results, he definitely has his results. Now, prior to anything between him, I had to test. This is from June 13th. I don't know how you can see it, but they're all negative. My test results from April the 7th, positive. And here's a picture of my antibiotic prescription. For me, I just feel like, why would you go get tested if you don't have anything and this is like catching you off guard? For reference, he did say that he was peeing weird and that it was hurting when he peed, and he tried to blame that on me, but baby, I don't do oral, so I know it ain't from me. Remember how I said to keep in mind that he said it was on paper? I'm about to get into this next screenshot. Pay attention to where he says that it's online and the login is expired. Where here, he says that it's on paper and that he has tested and it was negative. And that the reason it wasn't sent was because he's not home. I'm gonna read it for y'all. I don't understand why you're trying to close word issues when I told you what it was. The reason I haven't sent the paperwork over is because it's online and my login is expired. I'll get an updated check just for you since you swear I'm such a bad guy. What in your right mind would make you believe I purposely give you any sort of thing like that? You got me mistaken with some other from your past or some BS. Nobody in my family raised me like that, so we'll find out what it was. But I remember you saying it can transfer without having it, so even if the results were negative, how would we know? Even if, but I thought they were negative. I thought you already got them, they were negative. And now it's online, like, and this is the full screenshot. Y'all can pause back there if y'all need to see it. Like, now this right here absolutely floored me, because now he's flipping it on me and blaming it on me, when either way, this is still your fault. Now this was after I told him I was filing police report, but he says, you wanted attention, you got it. Anyways, I blocked out the case number, but police report was definitely approved. All right, you can pause if necessary, but this is another thing that he said to me. Honestly, none of the story is adding up, because first you're saying that it's on paper and that it's negative. You got tested last week, but now it's online and your login is expired and you can't get into it. And all he would have to do would be to reset his password. He wouldn't have to go get a whole new test. But he's called me a liar, said I was seeking attention. I don't have a screenshot of it, but he also said that I was only doing this because I was mad at him for not responding. I also want to add that he knows I wasn't anybody else, so his only option was to lie and to accuse me of lying. But he couldn't even keep his lies straight. Like, how you gonna lie and then be a bad liar? This is getting me hot all over again. Why would I have to ask you for your papers beforehand? Obviously, I didn't think that you had anything. Obviously, I got multiple theories over how this happened, how it occurred. I have dates in mind that I think that he probably went and somebody else, or he could have just not gotten tested between whoever he was with before me and me. He could have had this for months before me. There's no telling when I got it either. But I don't care if he's tagged. I don't care if he sees this. I don't care if he's mad about it, upset about it, hurt about it. Like, he hasn't felt an ounce of the pain and disgust and like just disrespect that has been aimed towards me. So I feel like he deserves at least a fraction of that. He's blocked, but that's his Instagram, and I'm really sick of this man. Like, hate him. Anywho, that's the story time. He definitely got the right one, and he will reap what he sows, I promise.
All I can ask y'all to do is pray for these young ladies. I know it's hard now that they ain't getting no food stamps, and they had all them kids just to get the benefits. Now they got the kids and no benefits. HIV is on the rise. All my people out there, make sure y'all stay protected. If y'all see them women walking around half naked, don't be trying to holler. Look the other way, then go the other way, because they got that package. And I ain't talking about no stimulus package. They ain't even got no food stamps no more. All they got is STDs.
Alright, so boom, this was already my girlfriend for like a year at this point, I think. Yeah, I'm already my girlfriend for like a year at this point, but when we first started messing, she told me she was a touch me not, so you feel me? Like, I wasn't really doing nothing to her at the time. So when the day came and I'm finally like, I wanna, yeah. I don't know, y'all, like, she did what she did to me, and then I had went down there and I smelled something. And I'm like, off rip, I'm like, I didn't know how to say it. So off rip, I'm just like, so then I come back up and I tell her, but it was like so awkward, like, it was so awkward, y'all. I felt so bad for even saying anything. And then she go in the bathroom and she washed her shit real quick. But I'm not judging though. I was not judging, y'all. I wanted to do it, but I just wasn't eating it while I was stink. So I wanted her to go wash it. So she go wash it. She come back. Y'all tell me why the f it still stink. It still stink, and it's not like it smelled like fish or nothing. It smelled like more musk, like After she washed it and it still stunk, I'm thinking in my head like, you probably got a must problem or something that I ain't said to her. So yeah, I'm like, it still stink. We both trying to like figure out ways to get it. I don't know, like, I don't know what we thought we was doing. I don't know. So eventually she get to the point, I can see she already sad, that's why I was feeling bad. But eventually she get to the point like where she said, she was like, I don't know, it still smell like that. If you want to eat that, you can. Like, she was just fed up. And y'all, guess what I decided to do? I still ate that little motherfucker off the bone, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Musty and all, I did. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But it's like, I did it because I felt bad. And I loved her too. Like, I knew she wasn't dirty. I don't know. Because I just watched you wash it twice. And it still smelled like that. So I knew she wasn't dirty. I just thought like maybe you got a must problem or something. And it was like our whole, what, like 2 and something years of dating. I think I only did that to her like, shit, I could count on my fingers how many times I did it to her. I think I only did it to her like 4 times because, or no, it probably was less than that, for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because every time I did it, it still smelled the same. Like, I don't know. We was trying to figure out ways to get the smell going. It was not going nowhere. I was young as though, y'all, so don't judge me about not getting a. But shortly after that, we broke up. I have not talked to that girl or seen that girl in like 6 years. So, yeah. Bye, y'all.
Using them always pads, and that's why your coochie got carcinogens. Now, also taking into consideration that pads are super expensive, why do y'all even prefer these over these? A few months ago, I told y'all to go down to the tree, and all you need is a couple dollars. They have the super pads that comes in an 8 count, the overnight pad, and regular size pad. I finally cracked the code on why y'all coochies is falling off. You see how these pads say organic cotton? Well, always doesn't have no cotton. The actual top sheet that touches your actual cooch is polyester, bro. All those little crumbs that you're seeing in there is literally, what does it say? It's wood pulp, cellulose wood pulp for better absorption. What y'all don't know is that a lot of people have polyester allergies and don't know it. If you're itching, if you're scratching, if you're getting a yeast infection, it's because you're actually allergic to it. So the technical term for this is polypropylene or polyester. The only place that contains this ingredient in these organic pads, it literally says on the backing. And if you can see it, it says on the back, because that's the only place plastic or polyester should be, is on the back to adhere to your drawers. So basically, this can cause skin irritation, allergic reaction. Polyester and fragrance chemicals can cause contact dermatitis, especially in people with sensitive skin. I cracked the code, y'all. So you guys are having allergic reactions to these pads, and they're no good anyway. So take yourself to Dollar Tree. I don't know if Family Dollar got it, but Dollar Tree got it. And I've stocked up on enough pads for another lifetime because I don't play that. So
your best bet is to pray for people out here. You may be doing good now, but that don't mean you're gonna be doing good later. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Everybody got needs. People want food. People want to sleep around. People want to have a good time. But when you ain't got them food stamps, though, and you got to go out there and pay for some groceries, and that ain't something that you used to doing, you gonna be mad when you see them prices. $15 for a pineapple. You better off eat some dirt. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. It's scary out here. It's a whole bunch of people out here sickly and don't even know it. Meeting people at the clubs and the bars. Who still do that? Who's still going out? People can't afford to have a good time like that. They linking up on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. And you a low down dirty dog if you on that Facebook shit. Y'all ought to just go to church on Sunday, but people be hooking up in church. Them choir boys be zesty, smelling like that sweet perfume. And them old women in there praying, trying to pray the disease away. We just gonna have to figure out how to keep to ourselves and save our money. The world would be a better place if everybody just kept to themselves and saved their money. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. It's scary out here. I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that Cash App, $ Sean Blaze Docs. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And one more thing before I go.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be